I love you with my heart, with my soul, with every fiber of my entire being. How are you feeling right now, beautiful soul? So the energies on this planet right now, if you're in tune, you know they are coming in, they are slamming this planet. And the energy is like sky high, ultra high. What's happening is it's kind of squeezing us, pushing us, making us on some level move into alignment. If you're not in alignment and you're not living your truth and you're not speaking your truth, you're not being your truth, you're not living on purpose, then what happens is the universe is slamming you and banging you and crashing you into the wall. There are so many people right now that are really going through the mill. Now, there are people going through the mill because they're healing. They're going through some really deep stuff because the energy is so refined and so pure that even if you've done a lot of work, it's fine-tuning you. And if you're not living in your truth and being in your truth and speaking your truth and being totally in alignment with your purpose and your mission, any little kind of distractions and distortions in your fields are going to be brought to the surface. Another layer of this, another layer of that. I know people that are laid up in bed right now because they're going through it. I know people that they think they're having a mental breakdown. They think that life is just, that's it, they're done on this planet. Because the energy is so strong. And this energy that is coming in right now, these waves of frequency, they are relentless, they're brutal, but at the same time, they're so pure and they're so loving, but it's in the pureness and the lovingness that the brutality comes. Because these energies are so crystal clear. There's no margin for error. There's no room for anything that doesn't serve the greatest good of you, the greatest good of the world, the greatest good of the human race, the greatest good of humanity's ascension. It's getting squeezed out of you. So the best thing you can do is to surrender to this experience. And instead of fighting, instead of battling, surrender to the reason why you came to this planet. We've all got a mission and we all came here with purpose. When you're chasing things in the external world, you're never going to find your purpose. Your purpose is an inside job. Your purpose is something that you signed up for before you came to this planet. Obviously, when we come down here, most of us wake up asleep. We wake up asleep because our memories are blank slated and we don't have the recall of what we agreed upon before we came down to Earth. Now, some people do remember. Naturally, they just remember. Other people have to go through a process, whether they're taking that inward journey through meditation, breath work, or they've got some kind of beautiful teacher in their life that can take them through past life experiences and regress them and take them into the quantum world to help them remember and see the divinity, the truth, the magic. We must be living in alignment. We must be living from our hearts. We must be true in everything that we do. You see, nothing goes unnoticed. When you're living from this spark, when you're living from this divinity, when you're living through this spark that's connected to the prime creator, infinite intelligence, source, the original substance, that fluid, ebbing, moving, geometrical data, the code that created you and me and everything else on this planet, the galaxy that this planet hovers in, floats in, the universe, all of the other universes came from this sacred codex. If you're out of alignment with this sacred codex, especially through these mission critical times of ascension, the universe has got no choice but to slam you into the wall and make you feel the pain. So hopefully you'll wake up from your deep sleep. If you've already woken up from your deep sleep, which many have, and you're still getting slammed, that's okay too. Because sometimes we step out of alignment unknowingly. Sometimes we think we're on purpose with our life's mission, but really we're not. And so what happens, another layer comes up from deep within. And you have to face that guilt, that anger, that rejection, that pain that was lying deep within. So many people come to healing sessions and then they start feeling pain. And they say, well, I thought I was coming here to feel good. Well, sometimes it gets worse before it gets better. That's the nature of healing. Healing's not all sunshine and rainbows. When you're on mission, when you're on path, you think you've cracked it and you've made it. But there's other little pieces that you have to refine, and so the universe comes in and shows you these deeper layers, which actually shows you inevitably that you're only 90% on purpose, or 96% on purpose, or 87% on purpose. There was another kind of little jump that you had to move to the right. There were 13 degrees you had to shift to the left. Or maybe you were way off and you had to take a 90-degree U-turn to the left and, completely shift course. It doesn't really matter. It's all kind of irrelevant. But the point of the message is the energy is strong. And the best thing you can do is to wake up every single day and be true. Be true to your heart. Don't even think things that are out of alignment. Don't say things that are out of alignment. Don't even joke about things that are out of alignment. I was in a group healing and someone asked me, what do you do with all the shadow parasites and the demons that you get rid of? And obviously we have a very specific protocol. We use a very specific set of codes and geometries to send the demonic beings, the entities, the shadow parasites back to whichever dimensional space they're supposed to go to. Ultimately, we'd like them all to go back to source, but they can't. Some have got lessons to learn in other dimensional spaces. So we have very specific protocols that we utilize. I made a joke with this guy. I said, we put them all in your bag, brother. Just a joke. But your words are powerful. Your words are spells. And that comment, even though it was a joke, was not in alignment with my true purpose. And so you know what happened? Demons, shadow parasites arose within this guy's consciousness. So we had to deal with it. Extra work that was unnecessary because I made a joke that was out of alignment. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have fun. I'm not saying that you shouldn't crack jokes, but there are some jokes in certain circumstances that shouldn't be told. And that was one of them. This is what happens when you're not 100% congruent every single step of the way. Okay, there's no margin for error the way the energies are at the moment. If you fuck up, the universe is going to slam you. And you might think, well, it's only this tiny little thing that I'm just not doing, or it's only this tiny little thing that I am doing that I shouldn't be. Nothing goes unnoticed. It doesn't matter what it is. Nothing goes unnoticed. So you can choose to be a walking, talking, shining beacon of light, an example for your fellow sisters and brothers, or you can try and cut corners. But ultimately, if you try and cut corners, you're going to end up wounded and broken for a little while until you pick up the pieces. Like Humpty Dumpty. Lucky he had 10,000 soldiers to put him back together again. You might be on your Jack Jones on your own, and you have to put those pieces back together by yourself. It's all a choice, beautiful soul. You're amazing. You are truly phenomenal, and I love you so much. We're a family. We're sisters and brothers. We're mirrors. If someone annoys you, say thank you. And look into your own heart and ask what you're learning, where your growth is, what you need to work on. It's a game of smokes and mirrors. It's a game of code and illusion. A game of energy, dark and light. And you, my friend, are a master alchemist. So start exercising your alchemy. Be the witch, be the wizard that you came to this planet to be. White, of course. Shine your light, speak your truth, live your truth. Be here, present. Stay strong, centered, and focused in your own energy. And remember, not everybody can fly at your frequency. Not everybody deserves a seat at your table. Surround yourself with those that support you, love you, nurture you, cradle you, and speak their truth to you. Because sometimes when you're out there blazing trails, you need someone to pull you up on your own SHIT. Okay, it's a beautiful thing. Be humbled. Be humble. Remember to check out our website. Join us every Monday for our frequency spa. Join us every Wednesday for our weekly meditation. Stay connected. Stay plugged in. Keep raising your frequency. There are so many things within infinity which you can access at starmagichealing.org. You can access free right now for 7 days. Frequency spa, the weekly meditation are a part of it. You get access to private Telegram groups with hundreds of meditations, light language transmissions, light codes, cosmic yoga videos, nutrition, qigong, breathwork, you name it, it's there. All of the high vibrational tools that you need to stay focused, to stay on purpose, and be the most incredible version of you. The one that you came to planet Earth to be, beautiful soul, that supersonic, superhuman. It's in your DNA. That 12-strand template is waiting to be activated. So activate it. Activate that divine grandmother dragon, that divine grandfather dragon. Go back to your roots. And I will see you very soon. Hug your sisters and your brothers tightly. Never be the first to let go. Love them fiercely and ferociously. And I'll see you again real soon. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out, beautiful soul.